address the elephant in the room first. Yes, I do have bangs. And now I look like everybody that I know.
Like myself.
Yes.
Because I was going to cut my bangs. I have to cut my bangs. They're like up to here now. And then I decided against it. First of all, I didn't have time. Second of all, I thought, you know what? I'll let you have it.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice of you.
It's over for you next week.
Well, yes. No, it actually got worse when one of these regulars came into the cafe. I feel like you know her. Do you know Abril?
No. Is that the one that looks like me? My doppelganger?
No, not your doppelganger. It's another girl. She's in the band, Sacred Soul. You do know her.
Sacred Soul?
Yes.
The Sacred Souls? No.
Girl,
Sorry.
I don't know about these Sacred Souls, but she's in Sacred Soul. You know her. You would recognize. She looks like this.
Okay. That's like a lot of people.
No, because it was crazy because when I got these glasses, she came and she was like, oh my god, nice glasses. And I was like, thanks. She has the same glasses.
Oh.
And then I got my hair cut and then I went to go serve her table and I went, oh no.
Oh no. It's
Oh,
the same
no.
person.
Yeah.
So now you have a doppelganger.
I
at the
do have a
cafe.
doppelganger.
Very nice.
Yeah, we both have doppelgangers.
You have a doppelganger. I have someone that sort of looks like me.
She looks exactly like you.
No, she doesn't.
She's got...
Oh, shoot, I forgot.
She's
Sorry.
got a way. She's got a way.
I don't know that one.
Well,
Is it by?
Chapel. But it's not out yet.
Oh. Were you at a secret listening party?
Yeah, it's called TikTok.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's at the Frank Ocean secret listening party.
On
Dude.
TikTok. Oh my god.
I was thinking about that. So the lyrics. Oh.
How did that happen?
Who?
Because from what
What?
I understand, yeah,
Yeah.
is that Frank Ocean's boyfriend, a model, if you will.
I thought they were in the MMA.
Oh, JK, not a model. I thought he was a model.
MMA stand for?
MMA mixed martial arts. So he's a fighter.
Oh.
He's a
It
survivor.
could also be like, I can't say this.
What?
I'm gonna say it anyway. Mixed modeling agency. Maybe that's
Well,
what you
maybe
thought.
that's what I thought MMA was. No, yeah, he is a fighter. And yeah, and then he just released this song. He's like, yeah, I know something you don't.
I read your diary, every line.
Disgusting.
Literally a violation of privacy, but then he comes back with the I want to drink your words like wine. No, because like no one will ever say that to me.
I actually don't know if my mic is supposed to be this way or not. And I think it is. I think my mic was flipped. Anyways. Is it this way? No, or is it this way? I don't know.
It doesn't really make sense because maybe the logo is outward facing
Right?
this
So
way.
you would think. Anyways, whatever.
We would think, but we wouldn't know.
Okay. I have a new crush.
Yay! Okay.
You don't actually know about this story, which is what is so spooky crazy. Anyways.
Okay.
I will set it up for the people and you can also like hear it as the story.
Okay.
Basically, me and Paulin went to this wine bar, and I'm not going to say the name because low key, I do want to gatekeep it, but you know the one. You know the one.
I do know the one.
Because I do want to gatekeep it in a sense that like maybe one day we blow up and I don't want people like hanging out there because when we get rich and famous and people watch back the podcasts, they're going to be like, oh, let's go to that wine bar. Do not come.
Do I know this bar?
I think you've never been there. It's in Gastown.
The one that was really quiet?
Really quiet. The one that has good wine.
Okay.
Anyways, so it's...
Yeah. Keep going.
You're muted, by the way.
Anyways, keep going.
Um, so me and Pauline go there. We get there and we're like, so how it works is like they have a whole bunch of bottles of wine open, and you can either get a new bottle from the fridge, or you can just get a glass of whatever they're serving, what they have open. So we get there and we're like, me and Pauline, we usually get a bottle to start, because then it's like we get more wine, better VFM, value for money. We get more wine for like the same amount of price. So we usually will get a $60 bottle.
And you get more drunk.
Well, yes. So we go in and we ask the guy, we're like, hey, we want a light red in like the $60 range. And he's like, I got you. Picks out a bottle and he's like, try this one. We both really like it. And then I was like, how much is like this other bottle? He's like, oh, it is like $2 cheaper, but this wine is just so much better that go with this one. And I was like, perfect, great. We have the wine, we do our little chit chats, whatever. We finish the bottle and then I decide I want another glass, and I wanted an orange. I just was craving orange wine. So I go up, I'm like, hey, do you guys have any orange bottles open? And he's like, we do. And then he like gives me a sample of the orange, and then I was like, do you have any other ones? He's like, no, but I can open another one for you. I'm like, great. He opens a bottle, pours me a little like tester. I try it and I take a sip and I'm like, oh my God, like this is great. I'm going to do this. And then I still have a little bit of wine, but he turns around and he grabs another glass, and I'm like, oh, like, don't worry. You can just like put it in this one. Like you don't have to waste a new glass. Turns around, grabs a glass, pours some for himself.
Huh?
Like, this makes me giggle, bro.
I know. I've been watching you keep, like, you've been holding in your giggles like it's been a sneeze.
Pours himself some, and then he also tries the wine.
Oh.
I know. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I finished mine. He gives me a glass. He's like, sorry, it's like a little expensive. And I'm like, oh, no worries. Like, it's really good. Like, I don't mind. It was a pretty expensive glass of wine. It was priced like a cocktail, but I'd rather pay that much for a wine than a cocktail. I like wine better. So it's like, whatever. I just paid for a fancy cocktail is what I saw in my heart. Anyways, so we go back to the table and Pauline's like, that was so crazy. Like, that was so crazy. Why did he do that? And Pauline was like, it felt like I was interrupting something.
No, yeah. That's like watching... That's like TV, bruh. Like, you could pay to watch that.
It was really crazy, girl. So anyways, we finish our wine, and then Pauline's like, do you want me to say something? I'm gonna say something.
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this. Someone needs to be your wing woman more.
Yeah, so Pauline has definitely taken it upon herself to like officially, like, intentionally do wing woman business. So we're like, yeah, sure. And then we like kind of devised the plan, right? We're like, what are we gonna do? Da, da, da. So we decide I pay, and then me and my cousin, we wait at the door while Pauline pays, and then Pauline's gonna say something. So she's go.
Pauline was there that day?
Yeah, why wasn't she?
You were with your cousin.
Yes.
Okay, I do know where you went.
Where we went?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You know where we went.
Okay, keep going.
So she's paying, and then she says, hey, I don't usually do this, and my friend doesn't know I'm doing. But like, I don't know what she said, but it was something along the lines of like, oh, like, do you think my friend is cute, or like, would you be interested in her, da da da, something along the lines of that. This man said, this is also like, I can't say this without laughing. He says, I am consciously single right now.
What? What does that even mean?
He says he's consciously single right now. And then he says, I'm just working through a couple of things, but come back.
But come back?
But then Pauline being Pauline, she starts to like panic because she's like, how do I respond to somebody saying I'm consciously
I'm
single.
consciously single. What does that even mean?
So then she's like panicking and she like doesn't really catch what he's saying, or like she forgot what she said, and then she was like, so she doesn't know what she said, but he kept on being like, but come back. He said it 3 times. He said, but come back 3 times.
Interesting. Consciously single.
He's consciously single.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Am I consciously single?
No, you're going on dates. Why would
But
you
I'm
be
conscious.
I
Okay,
don't
wait.
know.
Like, between now and then, like, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. He said
in
to
his
come
head.
back.
So when are you going back?
Loki, I want to go on Friday. If I get the night off. I don't know if I have the night off, but
You should
me and
go.
Ella might go on Friday.
I think you should go.
But like just like frequent there. Nothing crazy. Just like
Frequent the consciously single man.
no, yeah, and he is like a little weird and like I
well,
love
good.
that.
But like, I need a visual.
He looks like, I hate to say this, he looks like Eric Stocklin.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that is the visual.
But,
His
like-
hair is like a little bit lighter brown.
Okay, but
he
like,
looks
does
like
he
Eric Stocklin with a
does he have
mustache.
hair?
Yes, he got hair.
Like, he got some locks.
He got hair, yeah.
Okay, because that's a
No,
deciphering
he's
factor.
not high baldy like this. I think Salim is bald. I
love
think that's why
Salim.
he
Guys,
wears
say hi
this.
to Salim. I got this for my grandma for Christmas because I wanted her to have a squishmallow, and then she's a very Muslim woman, so I decided this is perfect because his name was literally Salim.
Yeah, because he has a very Muslim name. And I think he's bald. Hi, baldy.
Hi, baldy.
Which is why he always wears this hat.
I thought he was just from Vancouver.
That works too. But yeah, he look okay, so
Okay,
my
yeah,
crush.
yeah.
He looks very Vancouver as well. Like,
Nice.
yeah, and he has nice shoes,
What?
which is what I always look at.
Like what? What?
He was
style?
wearing Salomons, but like really nice. They were like teal, like
Sala. I thought it was Salo.
it's Sala, Salomon.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the story. So now I have to frequent at this wine bar.
This is so exciting. I've been waiting for something
I know.
like this.
Like, why did he say to come back? Like, that's so weird.
But come back.
yeah.
But come back. Like, does that does that mean that there's like loose ends to tie up between now and when you're back there?
It sounds like, okay, I can't remember who said that. Oh, I think my cousin was like, it sounds like therapy talk. Like, I think he's in therapy, which is a good thing, right?
We're creating so many stories right now.
No, I'm creating an entire person, definitely. Like, I'm definitely just imagining a person. I've had maybe a full minute of interaction with him.
Is he allowed to pour himself a glass of wine though? Like, is that
He
allowed?
didn't pour himself a glass. He just, like, tried it with me.
Okay, but did he pour some for Pollen?
No.
Huh? Okay. I see why he's telling you to come back. Is he tall enough?
Yes.
How much taller than you?
I don't know, but he was taller than me.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that is...
That's
we
so
gotta go
exciting.
back. I know. It is really exciting because it's not somebody that I just, like, met on the apps or, like, whatever.
The damn
It's someone that I can, like, genuinely have a crush on. It's like, oh, you don't know I have a crush on you.
And that's so awesome. See, that's the best thing about a crush. Or I guess, like, the frustrating thing and the best thing about a crush is that you actually have to, like, frequently see them.
That.
So,
like, you have to be on their mind.
You have to be on their mind.
Well, Devin's going there on Goose Hunt Day because it's his friend's birthday.
Devin's not coming to Goose Hunt?
No. I hate to break it to you, but Paulin was invited to, and Paulin said, no, I'm not going to that. I'm going to Goose Hunt.
I love
That's
Pollen.
a real friend.
I heart Pollen.
But
Pollen, when
Devin's
you're
gonna
seeing this.
love you.
Love you.
Devin's gonna keep an eye out for Selena.
Wow.
Dude, your headphones are rough.
That's why I actually have them right now. So my headphones broke.
Oh
So
My
they were
God.
super glued. I don't know if you can see that, but they were
super glued there.
They were super glued twice,
Oh
and then
my God.
I dropped them, and I was like, it's fine. And then I looked back, and it did this. It'll still
When
like
did you
fit
drop
back.
them? Like how?
Friday. I just put them on the table, but it like kind of slipped off. It was on the carpet, but
You need new headphones.
well, no, but because it still fits in there. I know you don't believe me right now, but if I had the other hand to show you, I could. I do have the other hand. Hold on.
That is really like. How do you? Okay, yeah, you clicked it back in, and then what? It's still falling off.
Listen, it's happened in the past. My dad super glued it twice. I think third time's a charm.
You should buy new headphones.
I will buy new headphones. I kind of want to get the ones you have, but in the blue.
They're not worth the price. I didn't pay for mine.
I know, but I need headphones.
Get the Sonys. They're half the price and the same quality.
Really?
Genuinely, if I had to pay for it myself, I would have got the Sonys. I wouldn't have got the AirPods.
It's not about that. It's about how beautiful they are.
They are very beautiful. Yes, I will admit that.
Yeah, my dad also said that like the fit is better than the Beats because my ear does have to fit inside, and then my earrings are always hitting the back of my head. That kind of sucks, but we'll see. I'm assuming that these can be fixed. Like they've been with
They
me
cannot
for
be
5
fixed.
years.
Those cannot be fixed.
Well, that's what you would have said the first time it broke. That was like months ago.
You need to not glue them again. I think third time, not the charm.
Okay, TBD. I'll let you all know.
Yeah, just new headphones, please.
I'll get them. I definitely think this is the year for new headphones, but I think I need to give them one last shot.
Also,
I had these.
birthday is in like 2 weeks. So
I
just
know.
get it
I
for your
know.
birthday.
My parents said to get them for my birthday, but I just feel like I'm gonna do my best. Like I've had these since, how old? Like 2019, I think. I got them for free with my laptop because I had the student discount, but they don't do those discounts anymore, which sucks.
They do doo-doo. I said doo-doo.
DD mega doo-doo.
DD mega doo-doo. No, they do the student discount still.
No, like they don't give you free headphones with it.
Oh, yeah, no. They don't give you free Beats. They'll give you shitty AirPods, maybe. I don't know if even they're doing that.
Yeah, they were like $500, and I got them for free. So bring back free headphones.
Bring back free chargers.
Like the block.
Yeah.
I know.
Fuck headphones. I want a charger.
Yeah, no, my dad and I were talking about this because I got a new phone. Now there's like nothing in them. You don't even get the block. You don't even get wire headphones. You have to buy everything.
Oh my God. Remember when it came with headphones?
Yeah, I still have the
Like,
case.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And now you get junk and it costs more.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
For
I
no
want
reason.
the headphones. I want the charger.
Dude, those blocks. Like, there's a block shortage.
Oh, 100%. You got all these wires and then I'm charging my everything through my laptop and I don't
Yeah.
think that's good for my laptop.
No, there's
I
no way.
know. There's no way it's good for her.
Yeah. How long have you had this laptop?
4 years?
Okay.
3 years? 3 years. I got it in 2022.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years. Yeah.
Oh.
I know, it was a long time ago, but I love this laptop a lot.
Wow. Yeah, no, you got the Pro. How do you
Always.
feel about the slidey feature?
I love
you
the
like you like it
slidey.
better than the buttons?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, the touch bar is so cool. Not us doing free promo for Apple right now.
No.
No, the touch bar is actually so cool, but the issue is there is no issue. That's not what I was gonna say. The touch bar, you can see emojis on it. That's the coolest
Oh.
part. Oh,
Hang on.
pause.
What did you want to be when you were older?
It changed a lot of times.
Okay, like start from the beginning.
I wanted to be a marine biologist.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to the dentist enough times, and then I wanted to be a dentist.
Ooh.
And then I watched
MasterChef.
no. And then I watched what's It'll come to me. It'll come to me. And then I watched It's not coming to me.
Okay, that's okay.
And I watched a TV show.
Yeah.
Why? The Fosters. Oh my god.
You wanted to be a foster parent?
No. And then I wanted to work with children. I wanted to work in like foster care, and then I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I didn't want to be a lawyer anymore. But that was like when I was older, but when I was little it was marine biologist and dentist.
Right. Yeah, dentists make a lot of money. You would have been in a very different place right now if you were a dentist.
I don't think I want to be a dentist.
No, I don't want you to be a dentist.
I just don't think I could do the work.
You don't want to look at teeth all day?
I hate science, low-key.
What the hell?
I hate doing science. I love science. I think science is great. I think I
love
trust it.
science.
I trust it. Like, I would put my life onto science. Like, I... Yeah, that made no sense.
I'm trying to figure it out. What does it mean?
You know when someone's like, oh, I swear on my life? I would swear on my life on the science.
You would not swear to God. You would swear to science.
I would swear to science. I swear to science. Seriously, though. I swear to science. I think so. I think that's what it would be. Like, I swear to science. Yeah, no, but I never wanted to study it. I'm really bad at it.
Are you doing the organ donation stuff when you die?
Yes.
Nice.
My mom told me not to, and I don't care.
I feel like we should save the people.
Low key, were you not also on a no organ don't know
back? Is that what they called?
I don't know. Don't know.
Organ dono. I don't know. I think one of my parents has signed up for it.
No, but weren't you like I don't want them to cut me up and shit type vibe for a minute?
No. I love science too. I swear on science too.
Yeah, you swear on science.
On this podcast, we swear on science.
Oh, 100%.
We love science. No, I think I was a little bit disturbed at some point because I saw in grade like 10, my teacher made us read this one article about this one girl who messed up their face by doing something really traumatic, and then like they got a face implant.
This is not true. Why would they show you in grade 9? They showed you
maybe
this?
grade 10.
Why?
It was a true story. So they like, I don't know, is it too gory?
No.
Okay. If it is, like, cut, like, stop this part and then skip forward. But like, no, yeah, they cut up someone else's face and then they like stitched it onto this person's face that like messed up their face, and then it was like really droopy at first, but then it slowly like it like meshed together.
Okay, but then that puts you off of organ dono?
That made me really uncomfortable. But then I realized I would be dead.
Exactly.
And like at the end of the day, like
care.
if some part of me like is somewhere for my children to like go to just for their support, that's fine. But like they don't need all of it.
They don't need it all, literally.
You don't need all of me. You can take some of me.
That.
And also like you could be saving someone else's life.
I also don't want to be buried.
Oh, you want to be cremated?
For sure.
Why?
Dude. Because
what if you wake up?
I know when you're like Muslim, like you're supposed to be buried. I just don't like it. It's just like worms will eat me, and I don't want that.
Isn't that what the casket is for, though?
You think worms won't grow in the casket?
Oh, yeah, you decompose.
Bruh, yeah. I don't want worms eating me. I would rather like be powder, and then they can do whatever they want with me, like my kids. You know, they can like wear me in a necklace if they choose to. Okay. I think that's cutesy.
Sure.
And if they're rich enough,
for someone, yeah,
they can make me into a diamond.
That's a lot of pressure.
So true. But like there's so many more options.
Yeah,
like,
no, I agree.
I'd rather that. I'd rather have the option to be a diamond than not. Hell yeah. Even if I'm not turned into a diamond, at least I was 20% there.
Sure.
Yeah,
Shine bright like a diamond.
exactly. So that's why.
Yep.
This is totally not what you asked about.
No.
About what I wanted to be. But that is what I wanted to be. What did you want to be?
Wait, that's actually so true, because when you grow up, at the end of the day, you die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I grow up, I want to be a diamond, bro. What are you going to do about it? Somebody is walking on the roof of the school. There's two people. There's somebody walking the dog.
Oh!
Is that a dog?
That looks like... No, surely it's a trolley.
Okay, maybe.
It does look like
On
a dog.
top of the
They look like sick people.
Literally, why are they on top of the school?
Did you ever get on top of the school?
No. What?
In elementary school, a lot of kids would just climb up to the roof.
Yeah. I think I definitely tried.
You tried? I'm so happy for
Definitely.
you. I didn't try, but then I was not that tight with the custodian, but then one day they let me go to the roof.
The custodian brought you to the roof?
It was awesome.
Actually, that's a complete lie. I have been to the roof.
How'd you get to the roof?
Mr. Pham used to have bees on the roof.
Yes,
And
the
he took
beekeeping.
us to see the bees.
Save the bees.
Save the bees, yeah.
Wow.
So I did. I was on the roof.
That's so cool.
Well, yes. What did you want to be when you grew up?
When I grew up.
When you grew up?
When I first moved here, I like the first Sorry, I'm thinking about consciously single.
That's gonna plague our minds for the rest of time, I think. Definitely.
100%.
100%.
When I was consciously able to think and I thought about this question, I had just come to Canada and I wanted to be a bus driver. Do you remember this? I was like 6 years old.
Because you were like, they're so nice. They drive around. Yes. They get me places.
They're so nice. And then like I was so ashamed later on in life because like everyone was like, dream bigger. Bro, the bus drivers, they like...
The bus is big.
The bus is big.
So you were dreaming big?
I was dreaming so big. You know how much buses cost? More than your car.
Well, yeah, it's like a big fucking limousine.
Yeah, and you know how many people, you know the smaller ones in Vancouver?
Yeah,
not
like the community buses.
No, not the trucky ones.
Oh.
Just the regular size
ones.
ones.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Not the...
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Those ones can hold up to 73 people.
Amazing.
Isn't that crazy? But yeah, I wanted to be a bus driver when I grew up, and I really want to put this on the internet because, like, I feel like it's so great. Like, they're so important.
Romy's dad is a bus driver.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's awesome, and he loves it. And he also now, like, works for Unifor, too, I think. Like, he's, like, one of the, like, union representatives as a bus driver. So awesome.
That's great. Because, like, if you think about it, in Vancouver, we're told that we have such great transit. And it's made possible by these people. You get
the best transit. It's actually so amazing. Well, not in comparison to Japan. Japan definitely has it better.
Is that the bullet train?
Yeah, but the bullet train is not their public transit. Like, their public transit is chef's kiss too. Bullet train is inner city. Oh. So, like, it would go from, like, here to, like, Kelowna.
Okay.
In, like, an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
But next to Japan,
Vancouver,
clock it.
It's so great. It's so awesome. And it's just so great to represent something like that. Anyways, if you are from Vancouver, I do want to use this platform of me and Paulin watching this video to say,
save the bus.
Save the bus, bro.
Oh, save the bus.
They're trying to cut services by like 50%. And it is a bit of a confusing situation because they are, like, expanding the Millennium Line and, like, doing all those projects. But they're in a $600 million deficit, I think. And, like, the city needs to support them more. Like, all of Vancouver city's councils need to support it more because, like, if they cut it, like, half of the people they're not getting to work. They're not getting to school. They're not getting anywhere. You won't be able to see your friends anymore.
Dude, sometimes I do think, like, certain buses suck ass, like the 25.
Yes.
But they're cutting the 106. That now you've made me mad. Now you've crossed a line. That's my favorite bus. You cannot touch the 106. I will have words, which is right now.
Yeah, actually, they're
Save the bus.
They're cutting all the buses that run by my house, like right next to it. There's like 4 bus lines I can take to get to a SkyTrain station.
That's evil.
Literally, like, why? Like, it's clear that you do not take the bus. If you're against this, you don't take the bus. You live in the suburbs, you drive a car. You don't get it.
We need to save the bus really badly.
Yeah. Contact your MLA. That's all I have to say.
Maybe you should become a bus driver now.
I thought about it.
I think
they do have
time.
Better.
Apparently, you get paid really well.
I know, bro. Do you think they strike for no reason? They've been on strikes for. I'm not a coconut. I am not a coconut. I know they've been striking so I can become a bus driver one day.
I think it's time for you to live your dreams, actually.
I feel like I need to do it just to like reclaim it.
Yeah, just be like, I was a bus driver for a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's so sick.
It's so sick. And if you don't think it's sick, you have a problem. You are classist.
You love Elon Musk, probably.
Yeah. Anyways, that was my little bit. Your turn. What else you got today?
Do you think... Have you ever heard of a guy laughing so much that they pee?
I've heard of a girl.
Come to the point.
I've peed while I've laughed.
That's what I'm saying.
Just very briefly. It was like, ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. But like, it's not like peeing your pants, but like you're laughing so hard you pee. I've only heard of people with coochies doing that.
Yeah.
If you have I don't know, the other one.
What do people like calling it?
I don't like calling it anything. I actually don't like calling it anything. I actually like don't want to think about it. If you have the other one, if you have the non-coochie option, this is what got me thinking. I don't know if they have ever peed their pants laughing. Because do they feel pressure in the same way? That was my question.
That's so true. Because I feel like when I'm laughing so hard, I lose control.
Yes!
It's a, what is it? Semi-voluntary muscle, the bladder. Some science for you. It's a semi-voluntary muscle. So, like, as much as, like, it kind of holds itself together, you also play a part in it. But with the other option.
I don't know, because when I am laughing so hard I need to pee, you feel it in your vagina. Okay? You feel it in your vagina. They don't have vaginas. So what? Like, no, like literally, like have people with the other option. They laughed so hard they peed, and I can't tell because like they don't have a vagina to feel their pee in. Do they feel it at the tip? That is crazy.
Surely they feel it somewhere.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, do they feel like they have to pee in their stomach, or do they feel it at the tip? That is what I want to know, because I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know the answer to that either, actually.
Because I feel it in my vagina. I don't feel it in my stomach.
Your vagina is not where it comes out of, by the way.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? I feel it at the tip.
Yeah, you're wondering if they feel it.
Do they feel it at the tip or no?
I don't think they feel it in the stomach. I don't think they feel it in the belly.
Well, my it's just like it's connected to the belly and then tip.
I know. But I'm thinking like it's either the tip or it's the tube.
That's what I mean. Do they feel the tube?
Can someone please us and figure this
Somebody
out?
that doesn't have a vagina. Can you laugh so hard you pee? Because you feel it do you feel it at the tip or in your stomach? When you have to pee?
Or in the tube.
Or in the tube. I genuinely, like, this is, like, because, like, I was laughing so hard I almost peed. And then I was like, I've never heard of a guy doing that.
Yeah, do you think... I feel like there's also some shame in it. Like, they just wouldn't admit it.
I feel like they've peed their pants more than we have.
Oh, totally.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like surely there's pressure because they also have a bladder.
Yeah, but where do they feel the pressure? Tube, tip, stomach.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Yes!
Okay, yeah.
Because you feel it in your vagina.
Yeah, because it's so close.
Yes, it's so close.
It's so close to where it's coming out.
Yes.
Oh, I see where you're confused.
I'm so confused by it. And do they pee when they laugh? Because I think it answers both questions.
Yeah, because that's like a long way. Because if you lose control at the bladder, then it's on its way.
It's a long way.
It's on its way.
Mean. If you lose control in the bladder, like,
but
it's just...
Yeah.
You have no other way of stopping it.
Yeah.
It's genuinely so confusing to me.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't. I'm so curious now.
Don't know the answer.
Please help us.
Don't know the answer.
Please help us.
You had the exact same thought process that I had. I saw the wheels turning the same way they did in my brain. Because it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me right now.
We'll never know. Unless somebody tells
Someone
us.
please tell us. I'm so curious. It's for science.
It's actually for science.
It's
and
for
I want to
science.
know, have you laughed so hard you had to pee?
Yeah. Yeah, is there control in the option, or is the control only in the bladder?
Because, okay, so if you're saying this too, that means that they would pee more when they laugh.
Yes, because if you lose control...
Then it's just going.
But can you really control
I don't know.
Whoa.
It doesn't make sense. Maybe they feel it in their stomach, okay? And then they have to, like, hold it into their stomach.
Don't say stomach, say bladder.
But region. Stomach region.
I like calling it the tummy or the belly.
Okay, tummy.
Abdomen, I think scientifically.
Fuck that. Tummy, bro. That's my freaking tummy.
Oh my gosh, way back when, remember when I used to pronounce the word stomach differently?
So match?
So much.
But, okay, but you were doing that ironically, right? No?
I was 6. I was
Okay.
still learning English.
Okay,
It's
okay.
spelled so much.
That's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You know what I mean?
I really I need to know if someone else has felt this way because I've struggled my whole life. Anyways.
We went to a party on Saturday.
Yeah.
And it was kind of awesome. Like, the party itself was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So many things happened that, like, genuinely were, like, made me giggle on the inside because I couldn't giggle on the outside, or else people would be like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl?
You can giggle.
At people?
Oh, no. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
no. I mean, like, I would have to giggle at people.
Yeah.
The first one was we were, like, sitting outside the bathroom because they have not... That sounds crazy. We were sitting on the floor in this, like, open area, and, like, people were using the bathroom. And then this girl goes into the bathroom, but she's calling her friend from down the stairs, and she goes, Nina! Nina! Nina!
Yeah, I forgot about that. Nina.
She goes, Nina!
And I hear it, and I look at her, and I'm waiting for her to figure out what I've come up with my brain. And then it clicks, and she just starts...
Like, I was like, I, like, need to hold in my laughter because this girl doesn't know what we're laughing at. But it was so funny. She was like, Nina! And I was like,
I've heard that before.
You can't say that. You can't just say that in public. Like, you can't get away with this.
No, because it sounded exactly like the clip.
Oh, yeah. No, it did.
Like, there's a way to deliver it, and it was uncanny.
It was so amazing. It was like we were watching Fish Girl in real life.
Fish girl.
In our faces, but not actually, though.
Wow.
Yeah. Nina. But then more stuff happened. We, like, went to go get water, and, like, in the kitchen, like, so it was a boy house, which I have never been to a boy house like that before.
I've never been either, but the boys are nice.
I've been to, like, a boys' home, and I felt like, oh, this is a boy house, but it wasn't like a whole bunch of dudes living together. You know what I mean? It was like max 2 people. But when I went into that home, the energy was a little sinister. Like, the energy's always a little sinister when it's
I
like
get that.
a boy's
It's a
house.
boys' home, yeah.
You say they're very nice. I think the one that is in your club, I think that one's nice. The one with the dad, he seems nice.
Yeah.
The rest of them,
Well, you don't know. Well,
fearful.
No.
I
You
was
don't know.
fearful.
You don't know the others. Though.
I don't need to.
Okay. No, I think they're pretty nice people. I think like we don't. Half of them weren't there. But I think
There's more boys that live in that house.
Yeah, they got 6 rooms. We met 3.
We met 4.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Who was the other one?
The other one is the tall one. The blonde one.
Yeah, the blonde one.
And
that
the
helped
tall
us flush
one.
the toilet.
Yeah, the blonde one that helped us flush
Who
the
was the
toilet.
tall one?
The tall one in the black t-shirt. He was in the kitchen.
I don't think he lives
He
there.
lives there. He was moving the shelf.
I don't think he lives there.
He lives there.
No, because everyone introduced themselves to me and he did not. Trust.
Why was he moving the shelf?
I think he's a friend.
No, but he was saying last time, like, people got into his room and he got
I think he
mad.
goes there often.
Okay, well...
You come here often.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That one, and then there was the other one that I had a problem with.
The one that helped us flush the toilet?
No. The one in the kitchen.
Oh, in the kitchen. Yeah,
The
so...
one in the kitchen.
Yeah, I came up with a name for it.
What is it?
The braccent. Don't let it come out of your nose.
Mm-mm. It's not gonna come out of my nose.
Yeah, the braccent. I'll let you explain it, but like it's 2 words put together. And I was thinking broke-scent, but it doesn't sound as nice as braccent, and it makes more sense because they're all bras.
Raz. Ew. Ew. I hate Raz.
Okay, explain it.
So we go into the kitchen to get water. Rishi's filling up her water bottle. I'm getting a glass of water, whatever. So these bros are there with these girls, and I love messing with bros. Like, that is just like, I have to do it. So this bro, he compliments Rishi's water bottle and is like, he's like, oh, that's a cool water bottle. Yeah, you know, like Van Gogh. And I was like, he was like, oh, is that like the Starry Night or something? And I go, oh yeah, she dumpster dove for that water bottle, which you did.
Do I need to tell a story now?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. So I was at the SZA concert at Rogers Arena. Hate Rogers Arena staff. I made sure my water bottle was empty. They don't send you an email like letting you know if it's allowed or not allowed. But anyways, I was like, hey, look, it's empty. I'm at the back of the floor. Nothing's going to happen. And then they were like, no, you can't take that in there. And I was like, but I'm not throwing this out. They said, okay, we'll keep it by the gates. You can pick it up later on. And I was like, okay, that works for me. At the end of the concert, we go back to the gate. Where is my water bottle? It's not there. It's not on the floor. And then I look around and my eyes, they catch a glimpse of the garbage can. And I see that all of the reusable water bottles that were there were tossed into the garbage and covered now in fries and ketchup that people had thrown away.
Very tragic story.
It was horrible. I needed to I loved that water bottle. It has been with me for so long. So I did take it out of the garbage. I know you were really embarrassed to stand next to me at that point, but
it's
also
fine. It made for a great story.
It's a great story, and now I have my water bottle. Okay, go ahead.
No, anyways, so then I was like, she dumpster dove for it. Anyways, he starts engaging in conversation with her, and at this point, I am like a little stoned, whatever. I start to dissociate, and when I do that, all I can hear is this guy's braccent. His absolute, like, I've never seen it in the flesh. Like, the accent that I did when I was talking as him is exactly how he sounded.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy though because I just boy, I know you don't talk like that. I know you're putting it on.
The thing is, I think he does talk like that. I think it's like he was trying to be cool, so he had to talk like that.
Yeah, but it's a learned behavior. It's a learned gimmick. I know your voice doesn't sound like that. Come to the point. Austin Butler, I know your voice does not sound like Elvis Presley. We have seen the clips. We have seen the clips. We know you have a nice, beautiful, warmer voice. And then you did this show where you had to put the accent on, and now it's your whore.
Now it's your whore.
Sorry. Now it's your whole personality.
No, but this guy was literally like, yeah, like, I got my water bottle too. Like, it sounds like I'm over exaggerating.
You're not. It did sound like that.
It sounded like that.
Yeah.
Like, I freaking love my water bottle too. I had to be silent because if I wasn't silent, I was gonna like absolutely like spit my water in his face. I had to drink my water silently and let Rishi finish the conversation with this man and like get out of that room because I would have spat water in his face. I just like could not hear what he was saying. Do you remember what he was saying?
Yeah, they actually went through a similar situation to me. They lost their water bottle like 1 week ago. They were at the library.
Yeah.
And then they said like, yeah, it's not hygienic, so we can't like put it in a lost and found, so we just throw it out. So I get it. The sentiment was there, the connections were being made. The only issue I had was this braccent that I know is not real. Boy,
Yeah,
boy, it's not real.
Boy. boy. No, I wanted to do that. I wanted to be like, boy.
Stop talking normally.
So let me like paint his story then. He was like, yeah, the same thing happened to me. I like was in the library and
I think it was like lower. I think you need to like engage the back of your throat. It's really I was with no, that was too low.
like,
yeah,
I can't even
it's
do
like
it.
kind of Americanized too.
Yes, it was a very like Americanized.
It was like
accent,
New
too.
Jersey, what I imagine.
I don't think so. I don't
Jersey?
think Jeff Wittick sounds like that.
I don't know, Jeff.
I love Jeff.
It was like
No, it was like
yeah. That's the one. That's the one. That's actually all we're gonna do.
And scene. I just like really didn't expect that kind of a man to be in that crowd. It was a very like alt crowd, and it was like a house show, and
Yeah.
there was this braccent. It was just so foreign in that community.
I just feel like it's not that foreign to me. I feel like there's just so many people that take on the braccent, and it's just like you want to feel cool and you just start talking like that. It's like it's kind of like it's chill and you don't really care about anything kind of vibe, but like you want to engage and like you want to sound masculine and like powerful. That's not the way to do it. Being yourself is so powerful. If you're putting that on, I know that's not you.
It was just too bro-y. It was braccent, and I was uncomfortable, and I needed to like leave the situation for sure.
Yeah, if you have a braccent, we will clock it.
Well, get away from us if you have a braccent. First of all, like,
Get it together.
do not come.
Do not come.
Not to quote Kamala Harris, do not come.
When did she say that?
I need to pee so badly. Yeah, and I'm feeling it in my vagina. Okay, let's not talk about it. Anyways, okay. And
Should
should we pause to pee? No. Let's just get through this.
You want a PTP?
No, I don't. I can hold it. I'm a
Are
big
you
girl.
sure? Okay, I'll make sure you don't laugh.
Well, that's not Make me laugh. Make me laugh till I pee my pants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any other reflections?
From Saturday?
Anything else?
Not really. I think, was it on Friday? No, it was on Saturday. No, not really. I just realized that cowboys don't hug.
What?
I don't think cowboys
I
hug.
think cowboys hug.
No, because every time I went to hug someone, my hat fell off.
Oh.
Do you remember? You were the one catching it. I had to, like, I was going in and I felt it fall and I was
maybe
like,
cowboys don't hug.
Do cowboys hug?
That's really, you see that? You know what that is? Science. That is science.
A scientific observation or discovery.
That is
you tell
both.
me.
That is both.
No, yeah, because I was like, what is happening right now? So unless you have the real, like, thingy, the string,
right.
then it's like, okay, yeah, maybe you can hug.
Maybe you're not a real cowboy then.
That's true. That's true.
Or maybe they do the milady.
I was thinking, like, you do, instead of doing both arms, you do one arm and you hold the hat if you really need to hug.
Okay. Maybe they do hug. Cowboys hug. We don't know any real cowboys, so we wouldn't know. But I see why it would be impractical.
Do you see what I mean? Like, it's just like, the thing is, I've never seen a cowboy lose their hat like that. Like, they always got it on. Is it glue? Or do you guys not hug? Anyways, yeah, it was Western themed. It was cowboy themed for those who don't know. That's why I was in a hat.
Cowboy party.
Cowboy party.
I just had the boots.
Yeah.
You could not catch me dead in a hat.
We initially wanted to do cow versus boy theme.
Cow versus boy would have been so fun. And I would dress like a boy.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But
And
there
then
were there were other implications of that, so we didn't.
What other implications?
We just thought that it could be kind of like a gendered situation.
Ain't no way I'm showing up as a boy, not a cow. And some people would choose cow.
Yeah, exactly. I would love it. It would have been an awesome theme. But, like, at the end of the day, cow is usually referred to, like, in a very binary condition. Cow is referred to as the woman, and there's the boy. That's the boy.
I actually don't know that one, so okay.
Yeah, because a cow that's not, doesn't have a vagina.
Yeah, is a bull.
Is a bull. Yeah. So that's why
I'm never thinking of that. They're all cows to me. And if I'm saying cow derogatory, I'm calling you a slob.
Yeah. Also, I love cows.
I love cows too. It's never
Cows,
derogatory.
they
fluffy.
started the septum piercing.
Trendsetters.
I think they are
Trendsetters.
Okay, just
Tastemakers
for real. Especially like in context where there's cows. Yeah.
Cows are the tastemakers. That's what I meant with the septum piercing.
Okay, yeah, I understood that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. No, yeah, bulls piss me off.
Not real to me.
They're not real. Like, there's like not even that many of them.
They're not real. They're just cows.
Yeah.
Because how am I supposed to know?
Yeah. And also, guess what? They say bullshit, but not cow shit. And if they did say cow shit,
maybe
it
that's
would be like
because
the
women
nails
don't
emoji.
poop.
They really are the taste makers.
Tastemakers. We love cows. So there's this clip of Tana online.
Yeah.
Being like, I'm 25, 26. I don't know how old she was in the clip, but let's just say 25 because she's so pretty and awesome.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm 25 years old and I still don't have my period figured out. She's like,
wow.
I don't know. Like, it always leaks. It leaks everywhere.
Bro.
And I was like, it's so true, right? It does leak everywhere. And I experience that every time it leaks, right? And I just thought like that was a universal experience. And I think it is, right? You're supposed to, like, you can't ever fix that. Like, it will leak in your sleep.
Yeah.
Like, you will wake up with stains everywhere.
Yeah.
I think that's just like, there's nothing to figure out there.
Yeah.
And then I thought, wait a minute. Until the year 2024, had been putting my pad on backwards. And, like, that is not even, like, I don't think that's a universal experience. But as a full-grown adult woman, I also did not have my period figured out, and I still don't. And sometimes I still default to putting it on backwards.
You put the one that goes wider in the front?
My whole life.
Oh my gosh.
My whole life.
Do you ever look at the packaging?
No.
It literally shows you how it's supposed to flow. And they literally say, especially on the ones with the bigger backs, they show that it's like overnight so you avoid leakage. It's not going to leak through the front unless you're laying on your tummy, bruh.
Dude, genuinely my whole life. Even yesterday, I put it on the wrong way and I just did it again.
How did you realize?
I was like, I don't know, but I was like, oh, like maybe if I put it the other way, it wouldn't leak. Like I came to that.
Lo and behold,
and then
it leaks less.
It leaks less.
That's crazy. See, on my heavy days, I double up. I get the small ones and I do one long line. And that's that way. It goes up the back, but I'm protected.
Dude, you're supposed to put the big at the back.
I know. I'm shocked.
My whole
I'm
life.
shocked,
I went my
actually.
whole life
I'm
putting
shocked.
pads on backwards. And like it took me like I never had the realization of Tana Mojo had to like put it into words and being like I'm a whole grown adult and I still don't have my period figured out. And that was me.
That's what made you realize that you might be putting it on backwards?
No, it made me connect the dots. It made me go, me too.
Oh.
But here's what I was doing. It made me go, me too. Except,
Yeah.
I went 2024. I figured it out. Like I'm
kind of speechless right now.
I'm speechless.
That's crazy. I'm thinking about how, oh my god, it took you so much staining to figure this
how
out.
much staining I could have like avoided had I been putting on the pad the right way my entire life. Isn't that crazy?
That is actually insane. Insane boots, actually. Now
So,
you
yeah,
know.
you have your period figured out.
I'm on it right now. Woo woo.
Me too. Yippee.
Yay. Yeah, so my first day, I like, you actually put me on to some great pads.
Thank you. I know they're my favorite.
Yeah, they're really soft and nice. On my busy days, on my busy days, I do like, I get the smallest ones and I put them back to back, and then it creates a whole line. So then if it goes up through the back, hopefully it doesn't splat and it goes straight up.
That's risky.
It's not risky to me usually because like I figure it out. I do have to do a lot of adjusting. Like when I'm laying, I always have to make sure the back is in the right spot.
Yeah.
Because it shifts.
It shifts.
It does shift.
It also depends what underwear you're wearing. That also is a factor.
Oh my gosh, that pisses me off actually, because I want to buy some nice underwear like from Parade. I don't know if I can say that on here. From Parade, they have like these cool like mesh ones.
Use code PeachHimani for 10% off.
Oh, does it still work?
It still works.
Yay! Okay,
We'll
I will
link
use it.
We'll link it.
Okay.
Get Parade.
Check down there. But yeah, no, I want to wear those, but it doesn't stick. I've like, oh my god, I think you sent me one of these, like the almond milk honey TikTok of like wearing granny panties to the club. Bro, on my period, I'm in my granny panties. I'm wearing the same stuff from when I was a kid.
Club, when I am on my period, I'm gonna be comfortable.
Exactly. Also, like, shout out Fruit by the Loom. I'm still wearing that from when I was younger. Most comfortable, great coverage. It attaches everywhere. I lost so many of them somehow, but the other ones that I have, like, they're my ride or die during these times, these trying times of the month. But yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. It's like synthetic.
Go to Costco. Costco has some good
Really?
stuff. Costco has some good stuff.
Well, no one
But
got
I know
me.
what you mean by the synthetic. Just go to Costco.
Okay. Because cotton, like, it's hard to get stains out.
But it's comfy.
I don't like it. It feels like I'm wearing clothes.
You don't like cotton?
No.
Wow. But yeah, check Costco.
Okay.
I like cotton.
Yeah.
I think they're soft.
It is soft, but it feels like I'm wearing a cloth. It feels like I'm wearing tights on there, but I want it to be like...
Okay. Don't know what that means.
I want it to feel snug, but it doesn't feel like clothes.
Right.
If that means anything to you.
But yeah, I don't have my period figured out, and I don't think I ever will.
It's hard
TBQFH.
because what does regular even mean? I have like a general range, but then it's all affected by like stress. Like there's that never-ending cycle of like, oh, I'm so stressed, and that's why my body is not letting me have my period. But then it's also like, I'm getting more stressed because I'm not getting my period. But what I've realized, after a cycle of stress, you like, if you have like one moment of peace, that's when they're like, okay, here we come.
After a cycle of stress?
Yeah, like if I'm like going through a really tough week at school or something, and then I have like one moment where I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to listen to my music. I'm going to feel like the emoji, that's the Zen emoji. Like I'm going to go on a walk, or I'm going to like talk to a friend, or I'm going to paint. My body's like, okay, yeah, I think she's ready now.
For me, it's usually like I get the week of hell before, and then I know it's coming because like literally it feels like emotional turmoil. Like I'm literally like, if I died, I would be happy vibes.
Yes.
Like that is the only way I could get peace is death. Like that's how I feel for a week.
Ooh.
And then I get my period, but it's usually like consistent. So like it'll track.
Yeah, I usually do like second week of the month. But then sometimes it's late because of stress.
It's like over a couple of days. Yeah.
But
my body's really affected by travel. That'll get me.
Really?
That gets me good.
How
It's
far?
Like, it's like sleep. So if my sleep schedule is bunk, my period is going to be bunk. When I moved to Australia, I think my cycle was 43 days. When I moved back, it was 40. So I didn't have a period in 45 days.
Damn.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That is tough. Because then it's like... ugh.
Am I pregnant? I can't be. That's impossible.
Yes.
But literally,
it's
I'm
not
like,
coming.
It's not coming.
Yeah,
and then I feel like I'm dying.
Did you ever get 2 in a month sometimes?
Never.
It's happened to me once.
2 in 1 month?
2 in 1 month.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
How often?
Oh, that happened to me. It happened to me once.
Okay.
It was after I was really depressed for a month, and then I couldn't get my period, and then the month after, they were like, okay, here's one. Oh, here's another one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I know. Like, I hate how everything is connected. Just let me
Let
me
me
get it over with.
Literally, let me get it over with. Like, I am so jealous of the people that, like, every 28 days, they get it for 5 days, and then it's done.
Yeah.
And then my one, like, the length varies every time. Sometimes
Really?
it's 3 days. Sometimes it's 4. Sometimes it's 7.
I'm falling into that. I usually do, like, 5 days, but this time around, it's been shorter.
Yeah. It's usually shorter, but sometimes it will just go on and on and on. And I'm like,
Yeah.
save me.
Yeah. And you have
From
to be
this.
careful. Like, there's a lot of wastage, too, because you're like, I don't want to ruin my underwear. Like, some people, I know some people who just bleed into their underwear.
Put your pads on the right way. Okay.
See ya.
Bye.